After completing the Rob Roy Way last year, I spent a few days exploring in Stirling. I wanted to see Stirling Castle and the Wallace Monument and to spend a few low-key days before returning home. It's always hard for me to say goodbye to Scotland, and I always feel closer to it when I spend a day or two decompressing after a hike. That may sound weird, I don't know. All I know is I'm sad when I have to leave and always long to return to the country I've grown to love so much. It was a short walk from where I was staying to the castle. I passed many old buildings on the way and wish I knew the history of each of them. This is quite an uphill walk. It's been uphill the whole way. Oh, wow. Look at that. Over on the opposite end, you can see the Wallace Monument out there. Stirling Castle has a long and very complex history. Just a few historic events that have happened here include the coronation of Mary Queen of Scots, the murder of William, Earl of Douglas, and many battles, including those fought during the Wars of Independence. One such battle was the Battle of Stirling Bridge, where William Wallace and Andrew Moray led Scottish forces to victory against the English in 1297. Robert the Bruce's most famous victory against the English was fought nearby in 1314. Perched high atop a craggy volcanic rock formation, Stirling Castle has steep cliffs on three sides, which give it a naturally ideal defensive position. Throughout history, it has been the site of many coronations, royal births, and battles. While its history dates back centuries, the exact date of initial construction is not known. Earliest written records indicate 1110, with newer buildings like the Great Hall and Royal Palace dating to around the 15th century. In more recent history, Stirling Castle has seen many a film crew, being featured in several movies and TV series. Guided tours are available here, but you can also do a self-guided audio tour. The Great Hall is breathtaking. It's the largest medieval banquet hall ever built in Scotland. It was completed for James IV in 1503, and you can just imagine long tables full of elaborate feasts, music playing, and people enjoying themselves in this incredible space. Throughout the castle are many artifacts and so many interesting displays. You can very easily spend an entire day here. It's wild that we can just stroll through what was once an incredibly privileged place to be. Seeing the rooms that once housed kings, queens, and various nobles is quite extraordinary. There is so much to see, it's almost overwhelming.
Running. There's also another part, the royal part, who, let's just say, lived a bit differently. Are we ready to head up?
Perhaps the most interesting part of my visit was seeing the great kitchens. It wasn't hard to imagine this as a bustling place full of people busily cooking, with so many wonderful smells filling the air. The castle grounds also have various outbuildings, where munitions were kept, prisoners were held, and kennels and stables may have once stood. Various soldiers' living quarters may also have been located here. Gardens were definitely a highlight of my visit. It's believed that a garden has been here in some shape or form since the 1400s, offering spectacular views over the countryside and many hours of pleasure to visitors and inhabitants alike. Mary Queen of Scots, as well as her son James VI, both spent their childhoods playing in these gardens. There is so much to see and do here. The grounds house a cafe and gift shops, and endless opportunities to explore and learn about the rich history of this castle. I truly enjoyed my visit. So when you get off the bus, they drop you off on the side of the road, pretty much. But it's just outside the entrance, which is right over there. And this is your view. The tower is situated on a hilltop, and you can either take a shuttle bus to the monument or hike up a trail called the Wallace Way. It takes approximately 25 minutes, and there's about 196 feet of ascent according to all trails. Of course, I opted for the hike. Oh, goodness. Sadly, the 246 steps that it took to reach the top and an extremely tight stairwell proved too much for me on that day, and I decided to head back down. Hopefully, William Wallace will understand.